let's get this book on the road. There's lots of pages before the story. There we go, there's the story. It was Newsday in Alex's class, and today he had something extra special to tell everyone. I have a new baby sister called Emma. Alex explained. Baby Emma hadn't come from his mum's tummy. Baby Emma was almost 1 and had arrived last night while Alex was eating macaroni and meatballs. Baby Emma was his brand new foster sister. All the kids clapped. Well, most of them, not Jimmy Martin. Babies are boring, he yelled. She's not your real sister. You don't have a normal family. Jimmy Martin had a stomp in his step and an upside-down smile. He did not like anyone to be happy. See, there's his upside-down smile there. Now it's the right way up smile. Suddenly, Alex wasn't so excited anymore, because just like that baby Emma, Alex was a foster child too. Alex was normally the sort of boy who laughed his way from breakfast to dinner, but that afternoon he did not laugh at all. He even cried behind his hands when he thought no one was watching. It's little Alex there. Sad feelings. That night, Alex's mummy gave him an extra squeezy hug, but he was still worried. Are we normal? He asked. Mummy gave Alex her brightest smile. Absolutely not! But why don't we find out who is? Together they searched Alex's class photo for a kid with a normal family. Look at that little pussycat. It looks like a roast chicken with a face. Katie Lee. Katie was very good at climbing trees, but always got stuck at the top. Her grandmother had to climb up every time to rescue her. Katie lives with her grandmother, said Alex. That's not normal. Look, there's a dog barking and Katie's singing a little song, and I don't think Nana's going to get up on that little step ladder. I think we'll need some fire engine support. Elia dead. Elia's family moved here because their home was no longer safe. Elia never misses a shot at goal. He's that good. Everyone wants to be on his football team. But Elia lives with his grandmother, auntie, 2 uncles, and his cousins too, said Alex. That's not normal. Eva Riley. Eva loved dressing up and won the Book Week costume competition every year. She was always going camping too. Eva's daddy is so funny, said Alex, but she doesn't have a mummy. That's not normal. Tim had a collection of goggles. Oh, Tim Tobias, it's Tim here, with a collection of goggles, and was the only kid who liked getting his face wet. He can stay underwater a very long time, said Alex. That can't be normal. And he's adopted, so that's double abnormal. Henry Hale Garcia. Henry had extra fast sports shoes, and through the best parties, he even had his own birthday fireworks. But Henry has 2 daddies, and no mummy, said Alex. That's not normal. Samantha Fox. Samantha lived around the corner in a big house with a bus as a family car. Samantha was normal, said Alex, but then Samantha's mum married Nathan's dad, and now she has 5 brothers. Jimmy Martin. Soon, there was only one kid left, Jimmy Martin. But Alex's mummy thought his family was different too. She wondered if Jimmy was sad because his daddy didn't live with him anymore. Alex thought he'd never find a normal family. That night, after an extra story and goodnight song, Mummy whispered something in Alex's ear that made him smile. The next day, Alex was happy again, but he thought he saw Jimmy Martin crying behind his hands. Alex showed him where the best lizards lived and told him what his mummy had said. All families are different, and that's the most normal thing of all. Shall we read another one? Yes! Okay, we're going to read another one. Okay, this one has great personal meaning to me. It's called Morris Micklewhite and the Tangerine Dress. Oh, I've just noticed that's clever of the publishers. They made the tangerine. Nice little publishing moment there for the grown-ups. Oh, it's a space pussycat. I didn't notice that. This pussycat has a space helmet on. Wow, that's so great. Morris Micklewhite had a mother named Moira and a cat named Moo. There's a pussycat there. Morris liked Sundays because his mother always made him pancakes on Sundays. Mondays are great too because on Mondays Morris goes to school. Morris likes a lot of things about school. He likes to paint. He likes to do puzzles. He likes the apple juice at snack time and singing the loudest during circle time. Most of all, Morris likes the dress-up centre and the tangerine dress. Morris likes the colour of the dress. It reminds him of tigers in the sun and his mother's hair. He likes the noises that the dress makes, swish, 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 as he walks, and crinkle, 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 when he sits down. He takes turns wearing all the different shoes, but his most favourite ones go click, click, click across the floor. Sometimes the boys make fun of Morris. Sometimes the girls do too. Morris pretends he can't hear their words over the swish, 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 crinkle, 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 and click, click, click he makes when he walks. Morris pretends he can't hear the words, but he can. On Monday, Becky tried to pull the dress right off his back. You can't wear it, you're a boy. On Tuesday, Eli, Henry and the other boys wouldn't let Morris ride in his spaceship unless he took the dress off. Astronauts don't wear dresses. On Wednesday, Bea and Leela noticed Morris's fingerprints, his fingernails. His mother had painted them for him the night before. They chased him around the playground shouting, "Pinky fingers, pinky fingers." On Thursday, the boys wouldn't sit near Morris at the snack table. "We don't want you to turn us into girls." On Friday, Morris pretended he had a tummy ache. When he thought of all the kids in his class and all the mean things they did and said, his tummy ached for real. His mother let him stay in bed and read books about elephants. Moo sat in his lap. Moo liked elephants too. There's a little pussycat there, a little Moo. Yay! Oh my goodness, is it called Moo? Club. On Saturday, Morris's mother brought him some apple juice. As he took a sip, she stroked his hair, moo for his hour. Morris suddenly felt well enough to do a whistle. He hummed to himself and felt better still. On Sunday, Morris crawled out from under the covers. After a wonderful dream about being on a space safari with Moo, in the dream they saw a big blue elephant and tigers the colour of the sun that Morris could hold in the palm of his hand. The elephants swish, swish, swished as they moved through the grass, and the tigers ate giant leaves that crinkle, crinkle, crinkled as their tiny teeth chewed them. The buttons on the spaceship click, click, clicked under Morris's fingers. Morris wanted to share all the amazing things he had seen. He took out his brushes, put on his smock, and began to paint, using every colour he could imagine. He showed his painting to his mother when he was done. He pointed out the big blue elephant, the tiny tiger the colour of the sun, the tall grass and the brown leaves. He pointed out Moo and his shiny brown space helmet. And who's that? Mother asked, pointed at the little boy in the tangerine dress, atop the big blue elephant. Morris was hoping she'd ask. That's me, he said. On Monday, Morris went to school with his paintings rolled up in his backpack. When he had the chance, he put on the dress that reminded him of tigers and the sun and his mother's hair. Morris swish, swish, swished. The tangerine dress crinkle, crinkle, crinkled, and his shoes click, 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 and Morris felt wonderful. Eli and Henry wouldn't let him on the spaceship, so Morris built his own. He hung his painting on the front of it and climbed in, ready to take off. Are there really elephants in space? Eli asked, and tigers. If you follow me, we can find out, said Morris. Eli and Henry followed Morris to a planet they had never visited before. As they explored, Morris swish, swish, swished, and the tangerine dress crinkle, crinkle, crinkled, and his shoes click, click, clicked. By the time they returned to Earth, Eli and Henry had decided that it didn't matter if astronauts wore dresses or not. The best astronauts were the ones who knew where all the good adventures were hiding. Morris smiled. He already knew that. When snack time was over, Becky demanded the dress. Morris told her she could have it when he was done with it. Boys don't wear dresses, sniffed Becky. Morris smiled as he swished, crinkled and clicked back to his spaceship. This boy does. And that's the end of that. Shall we have another one?